We're on the Deschutes River today using a lighter spey rig. The water's very clear here. It's a totally different scene than what we ran into on the coast. I'm looking for flavor. I want to feed 6 hungry men, and we're going to get back on the river. This is going to take about 45 minutes in all to do. So I got to start with the aromatics. I go into the pan to soften them, and we'll go from there. The onions are getting soft and almost translucent. At this point, I'm going to add some eggs to a mixing bowl and whip them up. I've got 3 eggs now in this mixing bowl, and I'm going to add half of my onions and carrots to the mixing bowl for the rellenos. The rest will stay in the pan, and we're going to add the rice and the stock to the pan and get that started. This rice is going to take between a half an hour and 40 minutes to cook, so we want to get this in the pan going. We're going to add the saffron infused Pinot Gris, the chicken stock, and a little water, get it boiling, and by the time that happens, I'll have my poblano chili stuffed and ready to go into the broth. This is a low sodium chicken stock. It comes in a box. It makes it easier to pack out for the river. You can see that now that the saffron has had time in the wine, it's really been saturated. So we're going to go into the pan with that. We're going to let that hang for a little while, and now I'm going to prepare our chili rellenos. This queso fresco is a nice dry cheese. It's a Mexican cheese. If you can't find that, you could use a feta cheese, no problem. Taking a look at my rice on the fire, I noticed that we're at a full boil, so I'm going to lift it off now. So I bought a 3-pound roasted chicken. Now I'm going to add it. This is what we're going to stuff the rellenos with. Chipotle peppers come in a can. They've been smoked and added to what they're calling an adobo sauce. That's what I'm using to flavor the stuffing for the rellenos. I don't need a ton of it. I think I've got about 2 tablespoons at this point. Now I'm going to mix that little bit of chili flavor into this mixture of eggs and cheese and chicken. And we're going to split our peppers just like that. Do what we can to get the seeds out. It's not the end of the world. If somebody gets a little seeds in their food, they're not going to complain. I will fill the peppers. But we're on the side of a river. There's no need to go to extremes. This is not cuisine. This is just good American food on the Deschutes River with one of the best winemakers in the country. I couldn't be happier to be here. But if you're going to pair Pinot red wine with anything, I think poblano chilies and chicken with a little bit of queso fresco should go right at the top of the list. Now, we're at this point where my peppers are stuffed and ready to go. And I want to look at my rice. I know that we're about 15 minutes into the rice, so we've got about a half an hour of cooking time left. And I want to look at my rice. Now, I'm not cooking at home over a flame that I can kind of predict the heat of. And the cooking time is going to be a little different over this hot fire. There isn't quite enough broth to accomplish poaching these chili rellenos at a boil the way that we need to, or a simmer at least. And I don't want the rice to burn on the bottom. This is similar in a way to a paella. And every good paella has a little crust on the bottom of it. The fire can give me that. I'm in better shape now because my fire's cooked down. I can moderate the heat just enough with adding a little more. So I'm going to add some water to this now, put my peppers in, and cover it. Now I'm going to put the peppers on top. We're going to give this about another 20 minutes to a half an hour. We're going to make a simple salad today with shaved radishes, a little white onion. I have about 3 ounces of pre-washed baby arugula and a lemon vinaigrette that I made last night. And now I'm going to add my onions and my radishes. Toss that. I'm going to add a little bit of this Jacobsen Salt Company Pinot Noir salt that my new friend Jesse Lang brought me. He says that it's made with Pinot Noir from the Lang Vineyard. When a guy gives you something that's a byproduct of his family's production, it's pretty important you figure out a way to add it to your luncheon. On the riverside, on the Deschutes River in Oregon. So that's what we're doing. We're going to add a little bit of this salt, just enough to bump the salad up a notch. We're going to toss the salad. And we're going to get ready to plate. Thank you for joining the American Rivers Tour. We're honored to have you along. Lunch on the Deschutes River with Travis Lucas and Jesse Lang. Couldn't be a better day. Thanks for joining us on the American Rivers Tour. Enjoy, guys.
Cheers, fellas.